Hi, it's Juris and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk, and today we will have a look at another tattoo machine by Easy Tattoo Supplies, and this time it's the latest and the greatest, the P3 Pro Turbo. Bam! How it rolls off the tongue. I like when brands just add things to their branding. So wireless pen machine P3 Pro was this red one, and now we have this one, which is also adjustable stroke tattoo machine, but it's a bit different type of the way you adjust strokes. Let's do our usual ups, downs, and who this tattoo machine might be for. First things first, price comes in at $269 US, and if you want extra battery, it's $339. It's available in red, black, green, and white color or silver. I have this green one. It has sort of critical torque-esque kind of vibes, looks-wise, which is pretty cool. I dig it. And there's also available kit where you get a bunch of stuff with it, sort of practice bag with some needles, shavers, grip tape, and all the little goodies that you might need for trying tattooing. And if you're tattooing already, you don't bother about that stuff, you already have it. What's also cool, it works with wireless pedal, and that will set you back another $54.9 US. Obviously you can always use our discount codes, they are all in the video description, so you get a discount and we get a kickback, so a little situation there. Let's look at the machine itself. In a box you get machine and a charging cable. It's this horrible unboxing experience, super tight box. And you get machine, battery, instruction sheet, and also you get a bunch of little screws that you might lose it, so it's good to have spare. In comparison to this tattoo machine where you sort of spin this part around and you adjust stroke that way, it took me a while to figure out how it works and I had to look into instruction, which is pretty clear. I'm just not that intelligent. And there's this diagram where it's the spinny disc, and then there is a little marks on the side. That's where you adjust the stroke length, and it's pretty cool stroke length. It goes from 3 up to 5, so 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 and 5. So that's more useful stroke length than on this tattoo machine, at least in my opinion. I don't know who cares about 2mm stroke, and I would work mostly on higher, like 3.3 to 4.2. On this one we get this situation. To get to the stroke adjustment, it's not as seamless like on that one. You can adjust it on the go. Here you need to open the machine up, and it opens up here, and then you see this situation. And here on the side there are markings 3, 4, 5, 3.5, 4.5, and then here is little lines. That's how you adjust the stroke length. You undo this little screw, and then you can move this stroke wheel back and forward, and you can align. There's a little line, you put it on what stroke length you have. If you are very adventurous, you can even exceed the 5mm stroke and go further, but I'm not sure if it's not gonna mess up something with balance of the disc, because I don't think it's designed for that. But there is that option. You can slide it even a bit more forward. You can go up to 6mm, or actually without touching the back, maybe even more, maybe something like 6.5. But I don't think that is recommended, so let's put it back where it's supposed to be. Not where it's supposed to be, but where we want it to be. I keep it at 4.5. That's where I like it most, because 5 seems a bit unnecessary with what I use it for. So I'm keeping it at 4.5 or 4 sometimes. You can check all the features and dimensions now on the screen. You can pause video and read through it. And other things about this tattoo machine, it's pretty nice. Clicky removable grip. You can remove that part and you can clean it. If anything goes even more sideways, you have access to this part and you can clean it even further in. And the battery is on top here. It's this nice colorful screen. Boom, little loading, and you have all the information. You have voltage, you have hertz, you have battery percentage, and you have counter how long it's been working. Then you can also use kickstart. You can press up and down button together. Boom, a little lightning bolt appears. Press them together again. Boom, it disappears. Let's see with kickstart, the sound. And without, 9 volts. You can see there is little Bluetooth symbol blinking, and that's to work with pedal. And pedal, this is super straightforward pedal. I wish all companies would make them like that. On-off switch on the side, so you can actually switch it off if you're traveling or you just don't want it to be active to look for pedals or anything. So you switch it on with a physical switch and you kill it with a physical switch and it's all good. Now let's switch it on. When it's red, it's scanning, and when it's blue, it's connected to the tattoo machine, and now you can work with pedal. That is pretty cool for them people who miss pedal. We looked at the basics of this tattoo machine. It's pretty nice, well balanced, feels nice in a hand product. I wish it had a bigger grip like on this one. I just prefer the weight of grip on this one, but it's very sort of center balanced. It has a kickstart, works with the pedal, and you can adjust stroke from 3 to 5 millimeters. Now note here, if you compare these 3 to 5 millimeters or 4 point whatever, it's not the same like on the Bishop ones, because 4.2 on the Bishop feels way more punchier than this one on the 5. On the tattoo machine itself, there's really no downsides. I wish there would be an option for a thicker grip, sort of heavier grip, and that I think that all tattoo machine makers should allow people to do, is to change stroke length in this way or another, or just changing cams like on old school Injectus, and to have a heavier grip option or chunkier grip, which is always nice, but obviously you can't wish it all, and there's so many companies and so many tattoo machine variations that like this grip wouldn't fit on that one. You can see the difference is obvious. But yeah, heavier grip would be nice. And speaking of the stroke adjustments, like I mentioned, it's not the same feeling, and I spoke with somebody who works with tattoo machine making and we discussed this subject, and that person mentioned that direct drive is the way to go, because with these machines, with the way the motor is positioned or something along them lines, and then you have adjustable cam which you have to balance and all those type of things, the motor should be way more powerful due to technicalities, and with all these adjustments, direct drive system in comparison to this one would be way more punchier. So don't think that you buying this tattoo machine and you're replacing like 3 different Bishop ones, but it's nice to have that option, and it's especially nice if you're trying to get into those things and you pay $269 and you have this option to adjust stroke. You have a wireless tattoo machine. If you want, you can add for 50 something pedal if you need to work with pedal. As editing, I remember that I forgot to mention very important thing. I wouldn't trade this tattoo machine for my favorite tattoo machines, but in fact this is the best adjustable stroke tattoo machine that I have had on my hands, at least for now. I guess there will be more coming out, but this is the best system and with the most noticeable changes when you adjust stroke. So that is something very important that I forgot to mention when I was filming. And another thing I want to mention, that warranties on their webpage are a bit funky. They like half a year on one part, a year on other parts, some months on others. I don't think in Europe it's allowed by law. But now, if you buy from them, it is what it is. And speaking of downsides, we couldn't figure out how to set pedal on a mode where you tap it once and it just keeps on running. It was running for me only if I hold it. If I let it go, it stops. And I emailed the brand and they sent me same instructions, and it kind of worked on their video, but I couldn't figure it out, so maybe this is some pre-production model. Maybe it's the battery from previous P3 model or just some earlier models, so that's something that we couldn't figure out. And on that note, if you want to change the batteries, you can easily swap them out. Or if you already work with P3 Pro, then you don't need to add extra batteries if you want more power, because you can swap them out. Final thoughts, pretty cool tattoo machine. I prefer this one to this one. It is a bit more punchier and you have those more useful stroke lengths. That's cool. With the pedal, unfortunately it doesn't work in the mode that I would use, but the option is there and you can get a pedal, and I think that's something that will be updated in the future, because maybe it's just my unit or it's some whatever smart stuff. Really no downsides on the tattoo machine itself, pretty decent one. Battery life is as you expected, you can see all the specs on the screen. Price is also reasonable. Who this machine might be for, like I say, with all these type of tattoo machines, it's for somebody who's getting into these strokes and wireless and all that stuff. So it's something where, to at least understand, you lean more towards 3 millimeters or 5 millimeters. And this time you have way more useful, in my opinion, stroke length. 3 to 5, so pretty cool. Or another option to have it as a backup tattoo machine. So check this product out, check all the links in the video description. If you want to purchase it, you can use our affiliated links and discount codes. That will give a little kickback to us and it will give you a discount. As usual, leave your thoughts in the comment section, check all the links in the video description. If you're awesome, press like on this video, and if you're super mega cool, then share it. See you in the future episodes and check video on this tattoo machine up here. Thank you for watching, stay safe, bye, peace. Almost forgot.